What is up, friends? Neo Unstoppable here, and I'm bringing you a Battlefront 3 review. It's being produced by DICE, so the same makers of Battlefield, the whole series. A couple things to note here. This isn't a super positive review, so just disclaimer, if you're watching this review and you're looking for somebody that's like, don't get me wrong, I'm a Star Wars fan, and I'm one of the people that have been waiting 10 years for this. I'm not just doing some, review, and I have no idea where I'm coming from. I played the first two games. I still have the first two games. Before this was even released, it had only been like 3 weeks since I had played Battlefront 2. So I actually am a fan of the series. I got to say that first. I understand Galactic Conquest, Instant Action. I know how the games work. I know the veteran system of ranking up and everything like that. I actually played them. So it's fair that I make this review, I think, in my own opinion. I've spent hundreds of hours playing those games, and this is what I have to say. Overall, I'm a little bit disappointed on what's been shown, and the unconfirmed rumors that there's only going to be 4 planets, and it's kind of confirmed, kind of unconfirmed, because we're going back and forth on them dodging actually saying the words there are only 4 planets, and instead of saying that, they just say there's going to be more than 8 maps. And let me clear this up for you. It's the first thing I want to touch on. There's 4 planets that they have talked about, and also there's going to be a DLC released when the game releases, which is a huge problem for me, but I'll get to that in a second. So the 4 planets, this is how it's going to work. They're going to have at least, because they said there's not going to just be one map per planet, so each one's going to have at least 2 maps per planet, meaning there's going to be a minimum. No one can say there's any less than 8 maps, in the game. Now you might be saying, okay, how can you even construe that as good? That is terrible. 8 maps and no space battles? I have a huge problem with this. The Battle Jakku I'm going to get to in a second. I want to talk about specs really quick. Want to let you guys know that the game is going to run, and the game looks beautiful, by the way. You can see the gameplay. It looks awesome. It looks amazing. And compared to all the other Battlefronts, of course, it blows them out of the water. This is a way prettier game, and it runs, almost double the frames per second as Battlefront 2 did. But you got to realize that's PlayStation 2, so they would say it's 2 generations away. I would say it's 1. You're just skipping one gen, which would be the PS3. But all that aside, this game is going to be running 60 FPS. That's for the PlayStation 4. We don't know about the Xbox One because they haven't showed it. Hopefully it does the same, but I don't really care because I don't have a Xbox One, so that's not a big deal for me. Also, it's coming out on PC. Wanted to note that. Wanted to talk about a couple things that I learned while I was researching this. There is a very, very small amount of information about this game, and it is spread out among a very, very wide amount of sources. So there is literally, I found hundreds of sources of information on this, and while I was searching for like 4 hours, I barely found out any new information that I hadn't already known from watching the E3 trailer. Any interviews you see with the creators of this game literally give you virtually no information about the game that's new. It's all stuff that we already know. Got to let you guys know that. Things that I found out that I wanted to share with you, that's why I'm making this video. So obviously it's confirmed there's no space battles. Some people are crying about that. Some people are like, oh, I don't even care. I don't do space battles. It's not a huge deal for me as long as there's going to be enough content on the ground for me to want to play this game. Because the game has no storyline, and no matter what anyone tells you, it does not have a storyline, it can be misconstrued that there are missions that you can play co-op offline, but other than that, it's a completely online game with no storyline whatsoever. There's co-op missions, that's it, not a campaign. So if online is 90% of my content that I'm going to be playing, it has to be a fair amount of content. Otherwise, it's not worth playing the game to me. I have super high expectations, so you guys are probably thinking, "Oh, why you hating? Why you so mad? Why you angry, bro?" Well, that's why I'm angry. I have huge expectations. You look back to Battlefront 2, and you see Hunt and stuff, where you can play as like Ewoks and all this stuff, and all the I can promise you that there are a lot more than 8 maps. This is the thing, okay, I understand it's an upgrade. I get that it's an upgrade in graphics. But if you're telling me that the game creators, and I don't care about time frame of making game or whatever, if you're trying to rush a game to throw it out there, then that's just another reason for me not to buy it. So all excuses aside, if Battlefront 2 has more maps than Battlefront 3, we have a problem. The Battle of Jakku is a DLC that they're releasing when the game comes out, free for everybody. And I don't understand why people would be happy or excited about this. This is just another spit in the face, just like Destiny did. And it pisses me off that you would take something out of the core of the game, wrap it up as a DLC, and then later say, oh, you know what, no, we're just going to give this one away for free. That implies to me that you've already created more content than it is the game, and you removed it from the game after it was done, and you said, okay, we're not going to give this originally to people. We're going to try and pull as much money as we possibly can out of this, and I don't support that. So regardless of me being a fan favorite and longtime love of LucasArts, I don't support that kind of stuff. That just pisses me off as a gamer and as a consumer. So that aside, I wanted to talk to you guys about star cards. This is another thing that is widely speculated and not much is known about. If you look in the bottom right hand corner of the screen right there, it shows 3 star cards, and then it shows where the little empire symbol is. That's your power up. So when you go to collect a ship or a vehicle or a power up to become a hero or a rocket launcher or something like that, it'll show up there, and I'm assuming that you push down. I'm assuming because I don't know, I haven't been able to play the game, and keep that in mind over this review. The game is not out yet. I haven't played it. I'm just going off of what I've seen so far, all the information I've gathered. I'm assuming you push down on the directional pad, and that would bring up your power up, and you can activate it, which I can't confirm if that's the actual button you push, but I can say for vehicles you do activate it, and if you're shot while you're trying to get into your vehicle, it removes the power up and you cannot activate it, so it's not a way to escape battles. The other 3 cards is a good thing, and I'm really happy about that. Depending on how they give it to you, how you unlock them, and how consumable they are. Like if I use a card, if that will only be good for that one round, and then it's used and I have to buy another one, that's not exactly an XP system that I look forward to using, but that's just speculation. I don't know if that's how it works. It's not confirmed. They don't tell us. They haven't told us anything about that. But I do know that, like, say if you put a grenade there or a jetpack there or something of that, there are limited number ones, and there are unlimited that recharge. So it's kind of like your grenade in Destiny. You throw the grenade and the grenade recharges. You don't have a certain limit of them. And then there are other ones that you can see would have a number. That number would be how many times you can use it that round. They haven't told us how you can refill that or anything like that. Last 2 things I want to touch on here really quick is the fact that it is possible but unconfirmed that they could have removed the entire Republic essentially clones versus droids wars from this. We could never see that again. You have to go back to Battlefront 2 in order to experience anything like that. So that is a possibility. I also want to let you guys know, because another thing that people were upset about was that it's a maximum of 40 players online. I think 40 players is a good balance, and that's not too many, and it's not enough. That's it for this gameplay review. Let me know what you guys think about the video or about the positive and negative effects of what are implementing. If you're looking forward to this game, if you're not looking forward to this game, either way, if you agree with me or you disagree, let me know in the comment section below. Like the video if you liked it, don't if you did not, and also subscribe if you're interested in more upcoming videos for games that haven't been released or gameplay videos for games that have been released. That's it. Y'all have a good one.